You're muted, Ria.
I'm over here like I'm trying to go live and I'm not even on the stage yet. All right. What is up, OFP Nation? Happy Sunday. It is November 10th, 2024. And Barry and I are here as always for our weekly analysis. Hey, Barry.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, Barry. Who's with us today? Can you guys let us know in the comments where are you tuning in from? Hola, Agostinho. How are you, our dear friend? Anybody else who's with us today? Just give us a shout out in the comments so we can shout you out as well and show you some love. Barry and I are going to go ahead. We're going to dive into this analysis, or more so Barry. I just kind of hang out. But Barry's going to go through the analysis. And then, of course, for those of you who have any specific questions, or if you want us to look at any pairs for you, we'd be more than happy to do that. Here we go. Here we go. Why are you crying? What's with the tears? I hope you did not have a losing week last week, but if not, that's okay. It's a new week to start fresh and win. All right, Barry, you ready?
Yeah, born ready.
You hesitated. But all right, Barry.
All right, so welcome everyone to our weekly analysis. So to begin with, we are looking at pound yen first and foremost. So with pound yen, as the week continued progressing, we went all the way up. Then we have like a slight pullback, which is like into an area of support. So I believe from here we may be bouncing from this level. Then maybe in the coming week we might be looking to make a new high on pound yen. Apart from that, I have nothing more yet to see on this. Our target is still all the way up here. So yeah, let's move over to our next pair. So dollar Mexican managed to enter into this one. It dropped very sharply and now it's slightly pulled back. But I do see this is just a minor pullback and we may be coming all the way down here, taking out this previous low nicely because it's like we've touched this level of support and we will definitely need to breach it one way or another, but soon as it comes. So for next week, what I'm actually seeing is for the market to come all the way down, take us out here and continue with this downward move, probably all the way here where our target's supposed to be, where it's always been actually down here. So that's what I am seeing with dollar Mexican. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for this coming week. Then let's look at dollar yen. Dollar yen, same scenario with pound yen. We pushed all the way up nicely. We basically touched all our criteria, break of trend line, break of resistance, and now we're pulling back. There isn't any support whatsoever, but I believe it had to like cover 50% of this upward move, and that 50% pullback is done. So we might be coming all the way back up here next week. Now target is all the way up here at the previous high. So that's what we are actually anticipating with dollar yen. Then CAD Swiss. CAD Swiss has been going up nicely. Yeah, we had a strong run up. These strong run ups were definitely because of the election. And yeah, everything seems to have had like a pullback. Same with CAD Swiss. We had the pullback and then we pushed back to the upside. So coming next week, we're looking to make a new high above 63200. So that's what I'm anticipating with CAD Swiss. And let's look at euro dollar. Euro dollar, the sell is still ongoing. We had the same scenario, election, pullback, then break of a new low. We haven't really break that new low, but definitely next week as we come in, we might break that new low. We're still aiming all the way down here at 05142. That's where our target is, which is this previous pin bar level. Sorry, down here. Yeah, it's a previous pin bar level. We discussed this on Wednesday. So that is where we are targeting to end up at. So watch this level of 05150 to be precise. That's where we're looking to come down to with euro dollar. Then let's look at our last one, last but not least, which we're not even in at this current moment, is gold. So gold, we had a rundown. This could be a pullback or not, where we might actually make a new low. So, but what I'm anticipating is just the break of the trend line. But if we do come all the way down here, that means this trend line will now come through like this. Then we'll be looking to break it. Then once we break the trend line, we'll be looking to break the level of resistance, then aiming for the upside. But as of now, we're doing nothing on gold. Let's now look at other pairs like NAS 100. So NAS 100, we made a new high, though it's still a bit steep. We seem to first make something, yeah, it seems to be a little bit too steep for my liking. So for now, we're just gonna stick to this trend line over here, which seems much more realistic. So we might actually have a pullback to this trend line or not, or maybe we might just start moving sideways till we get a proper structure in which we can actually be looking to short NAS 100. But as of now, it is still going to the upside. So let's now look at US 30. So US 30, almost same scenario. But seems this election has really just done a lot for markets to actually recover from this. It will take a while, probably like the whole month of November. But overall, the trend line here looks okay, where we will just look for a break over the trend line. Once the trend line is broken, then the support needs to be broken, and we'll be looking for shorts on US 30. But as of now, we just continue watching the market and see what happens till we get actual confirmation. Then let's look at Brent oil. So Brent oil, of course, the gap was filled nicely to the what? To the brim. Yeah, it was filled all the way there. So coming into next week, we are looking to short oil at this point in time. Why? Because we have definitely broken trend lines over here. So this one is an ideal trend line here, which was broken. It's just that the support level isn't broken, but we did recover this gap, which was here, which I believe is still yet to be filled all the way down here. So coming next week, we'll be looking to target this gap, fill it, then continue to our original target over here. So that is what we are definitely going to anticipate for next week on oil. So just keep watching this level. Once we just fill this gap, then probably after that we'll be looking to make new lows, probably even breaking this previous low around 7,100, then coming all the way to $69 per barrel for Brent oil. Then let's look at Euro New Zealand. I remember there was an opportunity we had on Euro New Zealand. Okay. Yeah, I do think I remember it. That was to probably fill up this gap over here. And we had entered somewhere here. We got stopped out. The market did not really hold this level for long, but we still are yet to reach all the way back up here. So for now, we will just be looking for our usual setup, which is a break of the trend line. So the trend line has been broken. We just need a break of resistance, which will be all the way up here. So once we do get a break resistance all the way up here, then we'll be looking to go and fill this gap. That's one thing for sure. But there's also a target here of this pin bar. But you know where we are obviously aiming for the most important level is all the way up here at 1.86500. That's the target we are looking to reach on Euro New Zealand long term. So Euro New Zealand is something that we can look into long term. We already started from here, from the bottom, and now we're here. So we just need to look for some proper opportunities to re-enter this trend going to the upside. Then from there, we can look to take profits till we reach the very top. Similar with what we did on NAS 100. NAS 100, we held it for a while, for more than a month, and we reaped the benefits of it. Yeah, it was just practically simple analysis as we always do. So coming into next week, I do believe we might come all the way up here, breach that resistance level, then continue all the way up. Yeah. Let's look at our final currency pair, which is pound dollar. Alrighty. So pound dollar, seems like we're gonna be in a consolidation at this point because we broke the trend line, broke resistance, breached all the way up, came all the way down, got stopped out, and now we pushed all the way up like some sort of pullback. But I'm seeing next week it might make a new low, maybe bounce from this low, then go up and bounce from this top. Then yeah, it just looks like we're gonna be in a consolidation for a little while before we actually find some proper direction, because rate cuts were there on pound and also on the dollar, I believe on the same day. So they seems to be like same level of agreement with the pound and dollar, especially with the new president in Donald Trump. So we're yet to see how this affects pound dollar, because these are the two biggest economies, the UK and the United States. So for this, we'll just be looking at it, nothing much to do. If it's a consolidation, we'll see how to get in, get out. If there are opportunities, we take them, just like that. Right. So we have three more pairs to look at. And for this, we have to change. Okay. So let's look at our first and foremost, which is dollar index. So dollar index, we haven't yet reached the gap here, but we did pull back slightly. So coming into next week, I still see us coming into this gap. But the thing is, we haven't even like plotted a trend line. But again, most of that doesn't matter when a gap needs to be filled. But overall, I'm looking for next week for the gap to be filled here. And you know that what that means for dollar related pairs. So I won't even have to go deep into that to start explaining. Let's look at Ethereum. So Ethereum, it just looks like, yeah, we touched this level. We're looking for a shorting opportunity. Do we have it? Let's see. Okay. So this is where our trend line can be drawn. It's a very steep one, but it's still doable. Yeah, it's a very, very clean trend line, actually. It's steep and clean at the same time. So what we'll be looking for is the break of this support level. So once that is broken, then we can put our stop loss on the previous high, then aim all the way down here. This is our target, 2,300. Right now, it seems to be going all the way up, close to 4,000. But yeah, let's see how things go. At this moment in time, we can't do much until our criteria is met, break of the trend line, also break of support. Let's move over to Bitcoin. I believe that is our last pair to look at. Let's see. Yes, it is actually our last pair to look at. So, yeah, the target was achieved of 80,000. So what does this mean next for Bitcoin? Um, yeah, we might be looking for some shorting opportunities. But right now, everything just seems very steep. No proper trend lines whatsoever. The only trend line we have is all the way down here, which isn't really much of a proper trend line. But we'll be yet to see what happens. At this point, buys to the upside are indeed possible, just to try and touch 80,000 again. Like scalps to 80,000 are good. Each time it drops below 80,000, buying below there will be good, targeting 80,000. That is my analogy on Bitcoin if you're looking to make some quick bucks. So that is all for our analysis today. Right. You can come out from hiding, Augustinho. Oh, sorry, not Augustinho. Ria. Oh my gosh, because like I was just reading the comments here.
Agostinho. Oh
Yeah,
man. Thank you for that wonderful analysis, Barry. I appreciate you
yeah.
and we appreciate you. All right. For those of you who weren't aware, we did have a flash sale this weekend. It does end at midnight CET, so that is in about an hour and a half. So you can get 20% off all of our accounts as long as you have a minimum purchase of $150 or more. Other than that, thanks for joining us today, guys. Thanks for joining us. Barry, do you have anything else you want to say before we go?
No, I guess you've covered the discount because you're a discount lady, aren't you? Come bearing good gifts each and every time.
You
Yeah.
know, I come bearing good marketing news.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we appreciate our OFP family so much. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. We will see you guys on Wednesday. We're going to take a look at things again. Oh, tomorrow is podcast day. So come hang out with us for that live. That's going to be at 1:30 p.m. EST. Unless it's not, but you guys will hear about that in Discord. Other than that, thanks again, guys, and we'll see everyone on Sunday. Wait, Wednesday. What's wrong with me?
Yeah,
Wednesday. See you
Wednesday.
guys on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.